Game of Thrones?
He said no.
Oh, okay.
Never.
Yep, that's what I'm excited for. Yorp.
Are we live?
I'm not even excited for it. It's just
We're laughing at.
It's just a TV show.
I'm excited.
I don't know.
For Game of Thrones? Why?
No, for Rick and Morty.
Oh.
I'm totally excited for Game of Morty.
Game of Morty.
I wish that was a real game.
Or Rick of Thrones.
They'll probably make it.
Nah.
Game of Morty.
I haven't quite found the correct adjustment yet. I feel like I want to lean back.
You can hold the mic too if you want, but
that's kind of whack, dude. I feel like a weirdo.
Ugh, I look so fat.
Oh. Quick workout. Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're live right now. We're rolling.
Where are we live at?
The FB. I think I tagged you in it.
Your Facebook?
Yeah, pretty sure I tagged you in it.
Are you Matt or Ratt?
Ratt.
Yes, I am both.
Is there a video?
Yeah, should be.
God damn it!
Why? What's wrong with your phone? Piece of shit.
I don't like looking at myself in the mirror. It's one of my biggest points of anxiety.
One says, say something so Ratt knows I'm here.
What up, Oh
I
Niggity?
don't know. Oh niggity nay. He wanted a drink right now, but we are here doing this.
Oh, Niglet.
Sorry, buddy. Have one for us.
I know, we don't have any beer.
We don't got no booze. Oh my god!
I feel like booze would make the moment better.
Hashtag Ratt Lives Matter.
What?
I said hashtag Ratt Lives Matter. It says Gabriel.
We're not getting shot by police.
Oh man, how far is the liquor store from here?
I mean, at this point, probably like 10 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's far.
Well, 10 minutes going there and back.
You want to risk it? I'm pretty down. Just go grab a sixer.
I mean, I'm okay, I guess. Beer would be nice.
I mean,
It is
yeah.
kind of your fault that...
I'm sorry. You told me to get McDonald's, and then the drive-thru took long. I'm like, all right, gotta get back. And then I was like, oh shit, I didn't bring beer. I apologize.
See, they should serve beer at McDonald's.
They should.
Imagine this is full of beer right now.
Yeah.
I can just pretend.
Don't we got a lot of beer at home? Don't we have any beer? No.
Honestly, you guys could do your intro. And I'll just do the run real quick. Or vice
Well, there
versa.
there is no intro. I mean,
You can make one up.
we
real
kind of
quick.
just do it.
Just beatbox some shit for 10 minutes.
I mean,
Reminds you of those TV shows. Like, you ever seen Malcolm in the Middle? Where you watch Malcolm in the Middle, right?
Yeah.
Where Reese invites Craig to the date, and it's the middle of the fucking night, and Craig walks up to Reese's house to give him the mixtape, which mixtape's better. And he's like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, I told the old lady I was looking for for overstock. She thinks I'm in the back room. I only have 5 minutes."
Oh my god. Can you go get beer?
yeah. I suppose. Okay. Bye.
Just go get beer. Yeah, go get beer real quick.
You'll be back. What kind of beer?
It'll be quick.
What kind of beer are you gonna get?
But yeah, we'll start and everything. It'll be funny. That'll be a good podcast intro and everything.
What?
It'll be like, "Oh my god, no beer," and then and then you'll come in with beer. We'll mention how we have no beer and that
Can you give me a 6-pack of Samuel Adams?
Okay.
Boston Lager.
Yeah.
Boston Lager, if they don't have that.
They'll probably have it.
They'll probably have it. If they don't have it, Heineken.
I was gonna say that.
Anything else?
If you want to get me another 6-pack, that would be cool.
Sixer of
Same shit, I guess. Yeah.
Dope.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna get started.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. No. It'll be fine with you and the song. Everything. It'll be funny. All right, ready?
Yeah, you're starting the
Ratt Talk, motherfucker. Get down with it, identity shitting all over one that fake bitches. Man, I kinda smoking dank, kicking ass on the side. Bringing that flavor, she elevating the vibe. Boom, bitty vibe, high, who's getting high? Everybody is, bitch. Watch how time flies with that real talk with a steel cog. Taste it, jizz with a twist and your chin on your face is. Podcast basics, aced it, going ape shit. Up the ante when they blaze and I take it in. From the gays to the scum to the friends. Every Wednesday when the day ends, all enemies wish they had the synergy. This is Ratt Talk, catch an Icebag injury. Y'all moving like a motherfucking centipede. We accelerate just to devastate the industry. Hearts got the boss weed, this could be the enemy. Turn that fucking mic on, I guess we'll have to see. Ratt Talk.
And we're back with another episode of Ratt Talk, motherfuckers. And we have no beer, so Amanda went to go get beer. She'll be right back. But today's guest is the great Jeff Ruiz is here, good friend of mine and part of the gang that we all hung out with, grew up with, went to high school with. How's it going, man?
What's up, dude? It's going very, very dry.
Very dry? What, your penis or something like that?
I've never been more thirsty in my life, dude.
I know. I mean, you have these big, giant jugs of water in front of you, but...
I crave a more yellow liquid.
A more yellow, yeasty liquid?
Yeah. One with lots of hops.
What did you think about that intro, dude? Was that your first time hearing it? Have you heard it before?
It was all right, dude.
Oh, yeah? Just all right?
I could throw some better raps.
Yeah,
than
you're
that.
probably like one of the most like... Yeah, no, that was cool. Everything, like, yeah, dude, this is so badass. And then you come along, you're just like, yeah, whatever.
Could spit some better rhymes.
Is that a challenge right there?
Maybe.
You're calling Scribble out.
Calling already. Right.
You know how to bust flows, man. I mean, I've heard you rap before.
Kind of, but I don't want to say it's cool. I don't real quick.
You don't want to admit to it right now.
I'll save it for another time.
When there's when there's alcohol involved.
Probably.
Well, yeah, we'll shotgun some beers.
I mean, I do require like 15 beers to get drunk, but
no, that's how you you get drunk before that.
No, you get drunk.
That's how you wizard staff.
I think we talked about it last time. Like 6 is like the tipping point. Once you're past 6, it's like you're gonna be drunk from then on.
Right after 6.
Right after 6. Anything before 6 is just still buzzing. Usually around 6, sometimes like 7 or 5 if you like haven't eaten. Like that's like your tipping point. It's like it's kind of weird. It's like the first like 6 beers will like hit you the most, and the rest of them is you just fucking level off and you just go straight. Like the next 10 beers are just not gonna really like. You're not gonna see the difference in personality.
You sound like you got your drinking down to a math, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like you start slurring your words at like 7, and then at fucking like 15, you're still slurring your words, but like you can't really tell the difference.
Yeah.
You know, that's why it's just like a fucking plateau.
I think it's worse too when you get to that 7 point and you are slurring and you know it.
Yeah.
That's why you're like, fuck, I need to drink 7 more beers so I don't know it anymore.
Yeah, I think your body gets confused too because you're like you're so fucking.
Get a little closer, Mike.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Because you're so drunk, like your body will get confused. Like it doesn't. I don't know, man. It doesn't.
It plays tricks on you.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't understand that. Like, damn, like this dude's already pretty fucked up. Like you should probably stop. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to explain. It's like when you keep drinking, after a certain point, like. You just don't feel it anymore because you know when you get those head changes when you first start drinking,
yeah.
You can clearly tell like, damn, this is
starting to
yeah. After a certain
I'm
point,
starting to feel good right now.
Yeah, after a certain point, you don't notice until you start puking or you pass out. Like there's no in between stage. It's like either you're fucking buzzed or you're fucking wasted. Like it's a little weird, man.
Why? Well, okay, so you're a person that would prefer drinking over smoking.
Yeah, I've never smoked anything in my entire life ever.
Well, you're just that's just your own personal goal. Like,
yeah, I just don't like it.
Like for weed, I feel like there is no like, Bill. Like you take that first rip and you're like, well, I guess it depends on what kind of shit you have.
Yeah.
Like does it? I don't think it's the same thing with alcohol though, right?
Why wouldn't I've never smoked before.
I know. God damn it, I'm talking to the wrong person right now.
I have like nothing to base it off of, dude. Besides what I see people. But see, the thing with weed is like I've seen you guys smoke before. Like one time we went camping, and you guys had I don't know if you were there, but you had 10 grams of shake.
No, yeah, I was there for that one.
And like you just kept fucking smoking. I'm like, dude, you guys are already high. Like, is this shit even making you more high? Like, I don't see a difference.
I mean, I don't know. Why do you keep drinking? You keep drinking to get drunk, like. But like you said, you get to that point where you kind of level off and you keep going. I guess it's the same thing with weed too.
To maintain it, I guess.
Yeah, like to keep it going.
Well, I don't know. Like sometimes when you're really, really fucked up, like you don't even think about it. Like just drinking becomes the normal, and like when you fucking have like a beer that's empty, like you immediately want to like get a new one. So it's just like a fucking.
But with I feel like with alcohol though, there is an end game to it. There is an end point, and that's when you're completely blacked out, puking on a fucking. sidewalk, you know.
Well, I mean, like either that or you call it quits because you're going home. And most of the time it's because you're afraid you're gonna get pulled over. That's like the number one like stopper of drinking is that I'm drunk, I gotta drive. You never fucking see people smoke weed and be like, I gotta drive. If anything, it'll like they'll be to them. I don't know. They'll
be like, all right, I gotta drive.
Yeah, they think
let me roll a blunt.
It'll probably enhance it. Like I don't know, so I never fucked with it. But yeah, that's usually the number one.
Mean, I don't really feel that impaired when I drive high. Like,
I fucking have friends who drive high constantly. They always never no crashes or anything.
So I know, right? So far, so good. I think we've just been lucky.
I drove on mushrooms once. I thought I was doing okay. Until
I've done that before.
Yeah, I got in my own head and I had like a mini freak out.
Really?
Like once I started thinking about it, like I started like because I was just driving, and I was like, fuck it. Like you've done mushrooms. It's like you just don't. The less you think about it, the more you just like reaction. It's like your natural fucking tendency. You'll just auto drive because you've just been driving for so fucking long. And once you start like realizing like the delays in like your fucking ability to perceive shit, like you're like, oh fuck, like that felt weird.
Man.
Yeah, it's like damn, I'm really high. Oh fuck, what do I do now? Oh shit, I'm gonna hit this car. Like one.
Where were you though when you were
in Almani?
Oh, okay, you were driving around town.
Just local, yeah. I tried to just.
Yeah, I didn't have to feel that way because I was in the middle of nowhere, dude. We were camping out in Bishop.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, we were out in the highway in the middle of nowhere, and for me it was like, all right, like, just keep going straight. I mean, you can't really fuck this up.
You know, I think that's more scary because you're fucking. I mean, Bishop's like in the mountains, right?
Yeah,
you're up high, dude. Like. Yeah, that's fucking sketch, dude. Because one wrong turn and you're fucking dead. And my own mind would freak out. I would probably pull over.
Really?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even attempt. I would attempt.
I mean, it was daytime. It wasn't nighttime or anything. Like
still though, dude. One like just I don't know, man. I'm a weird person. One fucking bad thought, and I'm like, damn, I'm gonna pull over because I'm gonna get distracted and look at something else, and next thing you know, I'm fucking flying off the cliff. That's just my own thought. What freaked me?
I'm tripping out on you right now, dude. Because I'm high. I'm stoned.
Oh, but you're not like hallucinating though.
No, but like it's really funny to picture.
Yeah, like what freaks me out the most when I was driving on shrooms is my car has like a camera on it for like the side view, like the fucking right turns.
The blind spot.
Yeah, it has like a camera. So like when I turn it on and I look at the camera and like I just get like a weird like a fucking Matrix kind of like deja vu like. World inside a world kind of like mind freak, and I'm just like, oh shit. And
it's just your camera.
Yeah, dude. I was just looking at the camera and I was just like noticing, and I looked outside, and I don't know, man. It just really got to me, and I was like, oh fuck, this is crazy. I was like, I can't do this, even though I was driving perfectly fine before. Like,
have you ever like badly hallucinated, like saw shit on mushrooms? Have you ever had like a trip like that?
No.
Nothing really bad.
Well, I don't know, like minor stuff. Like you're not seeing anything that's not there though. It's all there.
Yeah.
It's just enhanced. Like one time we watched Rush Hour on mushrooms, and I just everyone's
the movie.
Yeah. Just everyone's like body was like out of proportion. Like an arm would be all fucking blown up, or his face would be all like
wonky.
You just like it's made of putty, and you just like started fucking smashing the sides of it a little bit. That's about it, dude. And sometimes you'd get like some minor color changes, like. They kind of bleed on the TV a lot. I noticed that when I watch TV on shrooms, like the colors bleed together more.
My brothers, when they were in Vegas one time, they swear they saw the same thing too. Because what happened was, my brother Julian went to pick up his flannel, went to pick up his jacket, and my other brother Ryan, when he went to pick it up, because his flannel and the carpet on the floor were kind of similar colors.
Yeah.
He said that when he picked it up, it looks like he picked up the carpet. He picked up the whole rug and put it around him. And he threw his jacket off real quick, was like, what the fuck? And Ryan was next to him like, whoa.
He thought he tossed on the rug.
The whole rug, yeah. He thought he put on the whole rug.
Yeah, see, I believe that shit.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Hit that button.
It's the pizza delivery.
Yeah, not even. It's even better. It's the beer delivery. Fair maiden, you bring gifts.
The beer maiden.
The beer,
I know. Corona Light. All right. What? I said Corona Light.
Oh shit, there were the light ones. Fuck. I grabbed them so quick.
It's like, would you like a bottle of piss, extra water?
Oh shit. I didn't
Yeah, Coronas are pretty good. I mean,
No, I'm saying, but like just extra water.
yeah, sure.
I fuck-
Any light beer. Yeah.
Calories.
No, I love Coronas, dude.
Watch our calories.
Corona
I'm
is
trying to
like
watch my figure.
one of the most refreshing beers to drink, like when it's hot.
Really?
know, it's so
Yeah,
refreshing.
dude. Sometimes, like, I mean, I fuck with like all beers, IPAs, whatever the hell you want to call
I
it.
feel like that with Heineken. I feel like Heineken's very refreshing.
Yeah, it's a good beer. So, like, sometimes you just want like a beer of like a certain consistency, like a certain like light yellow hue, which is really refreshing, man. Because like fucking IPAs make me more thirsty. Stouts make me extremely like thirsty for water, but like this
Yeah.
shit is like so almost water, like it's good, you know.
Well, I got Cottonmouth. Hand one of those over right
Yeah,
now.
I'm just embarrassed that I grabbed the light ones.
I'm getting
I felt so bad. So this chick comes into the liquor store
Nope, doesn't work.
and she's like, "Hey, are you over 21?" And I mean, I know what she's going to ask me. I'm thinking she's going to have me buy cigarettes or something. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like looking, because this is right in front of the cashier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, like, okay, but like I'm trying to like, okay, let's go outside so you can ask me. But then she's like, can you buy a blunt wrap? And it's right in front of the cashier. Goes, you can't be doing that. It's illegal. Da da da. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like she wasn't low key about it at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
so I went outside and she was outside. She was like, oh, okay. I'm like, dude, I would have, but you should ask outside.
I know.
Like,
Stupid.
I know. I'm like, girl.
Fucking kid.
I know. And she's like, well, I'm over 18. And I was like, yeah, but it's 20.
It's
It's 21 now.
now.
So, yeah, I was like, girl, I would have helped you, but like, you got to ask outside. Don't do it in front of the cashier because it's so obvious. I'm like, I could tell what she was going to ask me, but I'm like, yeah, like, but outside. And she didn't get the hint.
okay. So this thing is like the Facebook is just like where's the camera at?
Behind me.
Okay, so but it's not like the mic's not going directly to there, right?
Yeah.
Like you're gonna post the actual episode later.
Yeah.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah. Well, the mics are hooked up to the thing, though.
So they can hear us clearly.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Damn.
thank you. Can you open this for me? Good sir.
Dink, dink, dink. Fuck, what we were
thank
talking about before the beer guy. Well, hold on. Let's fucking
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
yeah.
Hells yeah.
Woo! Cheers, everybody.
Fucking
Thank you.
Ratt Talk. Oh, so I was having a conversation today. How come you didn't name it Rat Chat?
Rat chat.
Oh, shit.
And had a picture of like a ratchet ass bitch in the front, just like showing her titties, dude.
Oh
Ratchet,
my
dude.
god!
Rat chat.
You know, if I ever get a cease and desist from Rat the band, then yeah, I'll change it to that.
From rat, round and round. That should be your
That's,
fucking
yeah,
your
dude,
opener, dude.
that's actually what I've been thinking about too. Like, maybe I should just drop one T and just go by, Matt the Rat, R-A-T,
No, you
not
should
be all cool about it.
go the opposite direction.
Nah.
Steal one of the band members' names. This is Rat Talk with Bobby Blotter, the drummer for Rat. Just like totally like working it.
Steal his identity. Aren't you like 50? Nah.
Just talk about
Forever young, baby, rock and roll.
talk about like some super personal shit, like his kids just make shit up. Like,
Oh, we're gonna make up his entire life.
yeah, turn him into like a crazy like right wing conspiracy crackpot.
Oh man. Imagine, dude, there is a lot of shit like that going around.
Yeah, like identity theft
Yeah.
and weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. Like
Mostly-
the whole Paul McCartney thing too.
I didn't hear about that.
What?
What do you mean? Paul McCartney's dead?
What?
Yeah,
When? Oh, that fall shit?
yeah,
I don't buy that for a fucking
What?
minute.
yeah.
Dude.
But no, I'm just saying, like shit like that is already
Yeah,
around.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh.
that shit like that does happen.
That shit has been around.
Yeah.
dude.
Got me
Fuck.
worried for a second. I was like, wait, what? What happened? Did I miss something?
No, I was a firm believer when it came out, but like they never released the actual tapes. They only released a guy reading
The other guy
In
reading the tape.
in the voice of George
George
Harrison.
Harrison,
like,
which
what?
is horrible.
Yeah, it'd be like if you got like I don't know, it's like making a claim without backing it up. That's like some Joseph Smith Mormon shit.
Yeah.
I have the book, but you can't see it. It's like the same thing.
Oh my god. Dude, we just saw the Book of Mormon too.
Oh,
Dude,
it's
you
so
fuckers,
good.
I wanted to see it. Dude.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm
God.
like a really big fan. I've seen it like on like YouTube and shit, but I've never actually. I want to go watch it, dude.
Go
Oh,
watch
it's
it.
so
yeah.
good. It's so funny.
It's so fucking good,
Yeah,
dude. Because that's exactly pretty much what it is.
It's raunchy because I wasn't sure what to expect seeing it because I was like, man, are they gonna like tone down the kind
It's
of?
South Park. They're not gonna
Right.
tone shit down.
They didn't. It
The
was
nu-
awesome.
the number-
Jesus.
Yeah, the number of AIDS joke per capita is
fuck yeah.
ridiculous.
Oh man, that was such a good show though. Have you been in any shows this year?
Have I been to shows?
Yeah, big ones.
No, dude, I haven't been to a big show since the fest, dude.
Since the fest.
Just go to a bunch of local, mostly friends bands, like Icebag.
Icebag.
Yeah.
Dude.
Nice.
I love
Yeah.
I love that we have Icebag now. Like it's so
good
it's
band,
so good,
dude.
yeah.
Solid friends.
I haven't seen them in a while.
I know.
Kind of like
Right.
wanna.
They're
Dude,
playing this Saturday, but we're gonna be at Metallica.
I'm probably gonna go to that show.
Yeah.
Dude, I have the most respect for you. Like, I remember I was like, Matt, just throw the ice bag, and I was expecting you to just kind of like two-handed push it, like you straight up like
Arm hook
like, yeah, like arm hook and just fucking into some guy's like the side of his head, and like you see his head actually like thunk, like forward, like he actually moved forward and stopped, like ow, what the fuck? Like, and
Sorry.
in the video too, you just see like the whoom, like zoom past the fucking camera. I was like, damn, that was awesome, dude.
Yeah, there's a shot where you see me actually hook it, then there's a shot where it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Only in Omani though.
Yeah.
That was the rule. That was what they said when they were here.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like a part of you wants to hold back because you don't want to hurt anybody, but then when you do hold back, it looks like shit on the camera.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, don't hold back. People aren't holding back when they're throwing punches and throwing their arms and shit. Like, why throw back? It's the same shit.
oh, because you can actually like, well, if the
Yeah,
if it was like not, I mean, like I made sure to like crack mine a little bit because when it's like rock hard, you're gonna give someone a fucking
Oh, yeah.
concussion. Like I don't want to go to jail.
That's true. I mean, but
people do get stabbed with ice.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
it's enough to break skin and everything. And
yeah, that's a real
yeah,
thing.
but it's not like a solid block of ice. Like after handling it, it's gonna get crunched
sometimes
up.
it is.
Well, the one that I had was a solid
Yeah.
block of ice, like solid fucking.
Yeah, you never
rock.
got a shitty bag of ice that's all like it melted and then refroze all together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit will fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
That's why I made sure to like break it a little bit so it hurts, but it's not fucking like
Lethal.
dead.
Mhm.
Yeah.
dude. No, I just don't want.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah,
too.
I just don't
break
wanna-
your ice bags before you bring them, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I just don't want to go to fucking jail.
Also,
I
don't
know,
aim
right?
for anybody's heads when you chuck it. Well,
Oh, no.
I, mean,
You didn't need
I didn't
to.
aim for it.
yeah, the first fucking thing I did, I just swung it into some dude's face. I just like palmed it, kind of like you hooked it. I just had it in my palm. And I just went, just bam, broke on his fucking head.
that's awesome.
So I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
where I'm hitting it. Just as long as it's like
It's fun.
not lethal, not because I care about the guy's safety. I just care about my own safety when it comes to prison. Yeah, dude. Exactly.
Someone had to
man.
go to the hospital at one of their shows.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh no! Did he? No, he didn't go to the hospital. I think he had the ambulance
The
called.
ambulance-
Oh, I don't know. I just knew the
Yeah,
ambulance
I
was
think,
called.
Yeah, I think the ambulance was called. I don't think they took him though.
no, I think they took him.
Really?
Yeah, I think they might have taken him.
I mean, there was blood. There was
Yeah.
a lot of it from what it seems.
No,
Damn.
I mean, it's blood. It spreads. It's you can bleed pretty hard. Like
It wasn't a cut. It was enough blood for there to be concern to call an ambulance.
Yeah, but it only takes a little cut and a lot of like heart pumping for it
pumping,
to
yeah.
be fucking flowing out.
That's
you know?
true. But
That's
if it's
true.
coming out of your head, that's bad.
I don't know,
Haven't
man.
you ever seen WWF, dude?
Yeah.
Stone Cold-
You know,
Yeah, but that's not real.
we have a great friend named Nikki.
Oh yeah.
Gushed out, smoked fucking blunts and drank like 6 beers before we went to the hospital. It's totally safe. Like your limits are far greater than what you think they are.
I don't know.
You can, if you just believe in yourself, there's no such thing as pain.
That's kind of true. A little bit. Like if you just
Kinda.
you play through it, man, power through. Think about it later.
Rub some dirt on it.
Smoke a blunt real quick.
Yeah, like when I broke my foot jumping doing the attempted
Holy
backflip
shit.
off the fence. I walked away from that. I walked home. Like I didn't walk home, but I walked like from the outside of my house to the inside. And the next day, I couldn't even like stand on it without fucking like crying. It was
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
my
adrenaline.
God.
That's
Yeah, like you just gotta believe. No,
I guess that's
adrenaline
kinda-
bullshit. I believed in my. I'm calling
What is this adrenaline
on that. Yeah, dude.
I mean, it can be a combination of both. I know when I sprained my ankle and I was pretty drunk too, and I was just like, "Ow, this hurts," but I'm fine. I was kind of limping, but I made it through. I was walking the rest of the night, but then
Was that the time you dropped a planter on your ankle?
I didn't drop the planter, but I climbed up on a planter.
Oh, if you're drunk, forget about it. It's like, well, like 90% of my beer is alcohol right now. I mean, my
90% of my beer is alcohol.
No, I'm pretty sure it's only
5%, 6%. That's like fucking 4. Yeah.
I hate myself for getting this.
This is so low, it doesn't even have its percentage on there.
I hate myself for getting this. I didn't mean to. I just grabbed it.
I doubt they display it on Mexican beers anyways.
I don't know. It's got to be somewhere.
They don't even display it on some items. Probably on the front. Yeah, 5%.
It's like Mexico, it'll get you drunk.
Oh, you gotta check the casing. Nowhere to be found.
No.
They do give you how many calories? 99.
99.
Calories.
Miller Lite, 97. Got you beat.
Oh, shit.
Well,
It's in Miller time.
I'll have a couple extra calories for at least a better taste.
I fucking love Miller Lite. Get out of here.
I
dude.
mean,
ever since
I mean, I don't think I would prefer it over this.
I wouldn't go out of my
As
way
far
to
as
get it, but
taste-wise.
like if it's there,
But I do favor Miller Lite above all light beers.
no, I mean, I like Coors Light better.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Coors Banquets more than it.
Obviously, but it's the same order with me when it comes like to the big three. It's always Coors, Miller,
Yeah.
Budweiser. Except High Life gets a special pass.
High Life
High
is cool.
Yeah.
I like High Life. That was my go-to. They didn't have any 6-packs of High Life there.
Shit. Should have gone to Highs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go that far.
Oh man, dude, we went in there not too long ago. We walked in and they're like, "Hey, where you been? You haven't been here to buy beer."
What was your excuse?
We were poor.
Oh, for sure.
Essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
The good customer discount, buyer's discount.
I just realized I never put my phone on Do Not Disturb,
Oh.
so it's probably like getting the vibrations of everybody's messages.
Hey, you were not lying when you said that it was gonna be hot as fuck in here.
Yeah, I
It
know.
is.
Yeah, it is. I told you. I was not lying. I'm not a lion, and I'm not
15
lying.
minutes and I'm already fucking dying.
It's been actually 27 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because it was live for a good like portion in the beginning, right? Before we decided to, right?
I don't think did we close the garage before? Yeah. We did. Okay.
Okay, maybe I'm just fucking.
I mean, we opened it for a second to let
So
me
yeah,
in.
it's probably been about 30 minutes.
Guess I'm just too wasted, dude.
Off of that one beer. I know, dude.
the half, not even half, because the top half of the bottle is outclassed by the bottom half. So I'd say like a third.
I think I'm about halfway there now.
Easy.
Measure beers real quick.
You could do that.
We can take a break right now. I mean, I do want to play this this band that I had discovered, and then actually found out that my cousin's band, Daniel. You remember my cousin, right? Have you met my cousin Daniel? He plays in Old Shepherd.
It's a negatory.
No.
Did you play in your band that was at your house with Anthony?
Yes.
Okay, I've met him
Yeah.
before.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
5-10 years ago, somewhere.
Yeah.
between that.
Well, he has his own band that is going by the name of Old Shepherd. They just played a show in Pomona that this band was on, and it was just funny because I saw this band and I was like, hey, I really dig these guys, and then he ended up being on the show with them, and I was like, oh shit, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and play. This is In the Wake of the End. You can look them up on Facebook. They are there. They do have a compilation CD that's going to be, or they are featured on a compilation CD that's going to be passed out at Warped Tour.
What genre?
Oh, nice.
What genre of music are they? You can give me like.
I'll let you be the judge.
You give me like an
Yeah.
in vein of at least. I just want to get like a.
I don't want to give you anything, dude. I just want you to hear it.
Oh, that's the worst kind though. Because then you know what to expect, dude. Because then like
I'm just gonna. It's a folk.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Well, no, because I'm gonna create some like image in my mind of like it's gonna be some dope ass fucking like thrash power metal band. It's gonna be like.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
All right.
I'll let you get a feel for it, but yeah, their Pinup Productions is put together the compilation CD that's going to be passed out at Warped Tour. So look for that tent and grab that to hear this song, which is Owls, which we're going to play right now. And then they do have a show coming up August 20th. It is Hot and Heavy, and that's a festival. So it's a whole list of bands that they're going to be playing with and everything. It's in Santa Ana, so go ahead and check that out.
Dope, dude. When's that?
Dope, dude.
When? Date?
August 20th.
August 20th.
Yeah.
Cool.
August 20th, and then
There's a solar eclipse the day after that.
what?
Yeah.
Dig it.
That's fucking crazy.
It's going to be dope, dude.
That's the one that's supposed to like cover the U.S., right? Like be directly
good
over
part.
it.
We're like in a good spot. Oregon is like the epicenter, though.
Oh,
But
okay.
we're going to get like a good look
chunk of
at
it.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's gonna be badass.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna take a break with "In the Wake of the End." This is Owls, which will be featured on the Pinup Productions compilation CD, which again will be passed out at Warped Tour. So if you are going to Warped Tour, go ahead and check that out. We'll be right back.
Can you still hear us? Yeah,
Yeah, it's still on, but I'm just looking for the song.
for sure.
What?
spilling out of every pore and every vein. I am the truth. We are the knowledge. We are the keepers of hope and homage. Sure is what I quest for, to understand the agony. Narrow, see a marrow in the minds of man. You know I'll see. Sure is what I quest for, to understand the agony. And further than forever is where I'll live. So wrap this gorgeous being around me.
today our topic is musician suicide and why it's a bad thing and how it affects America today.
Hey man, we felt really bad too.
I know the day after I was like, holy shit. The first thing I thought of was you were talking so much shit.
Yeah, you didn't even.
Welcome
Sorry.
back to Ratt Talk, the #1 podcast in the San Gabriel Valley. Today's topic.
Shit, I wish.
Fuck that, dude. I can't stand that shit, dude. Like, we're not a PSA announcement, dude. I told you that beforehand. Like,
I know, yeah, that's what you're like. I was like, nah, I don't really do that.
yeah,
But hey, man, if you want to jump into that, go for it. No, I'm just
I'm
kidding.
good, dude.
You want to set the mood for it, or you can have another beer. We can put those in the fridge, actually, too.
Good thinking.
Hand them over.
Don't
Is
forget
that
your
a
beers.
baby fidget spinner?
Yeah. Tonight's topic: fidget spinning, the new fad. Sweeping the nation today. Is it safe for your children?
I actually heard that people are complaining because kids are getting their fingers stuck in them.
I mean, to be fair, it's not a new fad, but it's like 3 months old now. You can go up to any kid in America, they'd call you a fucking... I can cuss, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they'd call you a fucking bitch if you had one of these in your hand.
Have you not cussed this entire time?
Maybe, but not like aggressively like that. Fucking bitch.
Is that it? That's all you got?
What? Throw some Limp Bizkit rhymes in here.
Do it. It's encouraged. I'm just kidding. Don't.
Motherfucker!
Oh, God. What's going on with Limp Bizkit?
I don't know. I was listening to him the other day. I was wondering if he was still doing shit. Good old Fred
He just
Durst.
wrote a letter to to comment about Chester Bennington.
Oh, probably. How
Oh, yeah.
No, seriously, that's what he did. That was the
elephant-
last thing.
The elephant in the room.
Dude, get this. We mentioned Limp Bizkit. So when I went to Florida, I went to the Universal parks that they have over there. And one of the rides, there was this little roller coaster, but they blast music in your ears and you get to pick the music. So whatever, they have all kinds of different genres. And I saw Limp Bizkit there. I'm like, fuck it, might as well. And actually listening to Limp Bizkit on a roller coaster is actually pretty satisfying and cool.
I like driving the Limp Bizkit.
It was so cool.
Style.
When you rolling?
That's the song that they were playing.
That shit's dope, dude.
It was cool though. They
I don't
had
give a fuck about my generation. That shit's dope, dude.
fucking face tonight.
Alright, that shit's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
it was super satisfying listening to it on. And the roller coaster was not that intense, but it had its drops. It was one of those like little ones that you can like do the like really tight turns and had like little corkscrews. Like it was fun. It was.
You ever been to Florida, dude?
What?
You ever been to Florida?
Nope.
Oh God, don't! It's gross.
I feel like that's a more depressing place.
It's so disgusting. It was so weird. It was humid and it was just weird and.
Florida?
I didn't care for it, and we couldn't go into the pool at the place we were staying because there was an alligator in it, and they were like, "Well, that's it." And the babies are in there. I'm like, "Okay," like, and
My knowledge of Florida extends as far as the episodes of Wild Boys that I've watched with Manny Quigg.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
That's
That's pretty much the extent.
That's about all I know about Florida. I know there's a dirty ass ravine outside of a hotel where alligators hang out.
Yeah.
that's like Florida as a whole. It's just they're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Fuck. I wish they brought Wild Boys back.
Yeah, I wish they brought a lot of fucking things back.
Well, not bring it back, but I mean, I wish they played episodes again. Like,
Oh, yeah,
even
like
the old ones
syndication.
are still fucking. Oh man,
They had it at
hilarious.
Netflix at one point.
They did, yeah, they did have it on
early in the
Netflix,
Netflix
uh-huh.
days.
Oh
They're
man,
not gonna get it back. Fuck
I
that.
know. They had Beavis and Butthead too on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
All the Beavis and Butthead
Well,
series.
they only had like a couple volumes, and I have most of them. So
Dude, the fucking best thing was the music videos on Beavis and Butthead.
yeah. You know, when
They
I was
would watch it
younger,
and talk shit,
dude, when I was a kid, like I used to fucking hate those. I would always like,
change the channel.
yeah, and I would change it back to when the episode starts. And
Uh-huh.
as I get older, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking
It's
genius.
just
Like,
so hilarious, dude.
because like, there's no script. He just sat down and like would talk to
Yeah.
himself.
and when you're a kid, you're trying to listen to the music, and you're like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?" I don't, you're not really
Oh, I
understanding.
didn't even like music when I was a kid. I didn't give a
Yeah.
fuck, dude. I was like, what the? I want to watch a
You want a
cartoon. Damn it,
cartoon?
yeah, dude. Like, half the jokes I don't even understand.
I guess that's a treat though. Like as an adult, you go back and watch that, and it's like holy shit, and it's all new to you.
I guess more of like I'm a fucking idiot. Less of a treat and more of like a realization that my life sucks.
No, I'm a fucking moron. I didn't pay attention to that shit.
I wasted so many fucking years.
I love rewatching the cartoons that I watched as a kid and understanding like the subtle, dirty jokes that I never got before.
Dude, Hey Arnold actually has a lot of subtle, dirty jokes. I've just realized.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
But I completely flew over my head as a kid, and then watching it now, it's like the show is even better than I thought it was. I fucking love Hey Arnold so much. That's that and Rugrats were like.
What are your top 5 old '90s cartoons?
Like any and all?
Yeah.
Simpsons #1, easy. I was never a fucking. I never liked Nickelodeon very much. Just Rugrats.
What about Cartoon Network?
Probably Ed, Edd and Eddy #2, Courage #3. I used to watch Ninja Turtles all the time. That was like it was 87 to 97, so it's
okay.
Yeah, I consider it. I'll count that
Yeah.
#4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then probably I don't know, man. There's a lot of cartoons. I used to watch Bobby's World. Remember that show?
Fuck, dude. Howie, what's his name? Howie Mandel?
I used to watch the shit out of
When he
that
had
show.
hair?
Yeah. His little fucking squid.
Fuck, dude.
this.
That is an old fucking show, Bobby's World.
Yeah, I used to watch the shit. I mean, I think it was already like old by the time when I was a kid, but they used to play it every day, like on syndication. So I grew up watching that shit.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh, and I'm skipping like the fucking even the public, the kids WB shit, like Pokemon.
shit.
And all that. I'm totally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for
WB.
cable shit.
Animaniacs.
That was the only man.
Animaniacs, the Batman fucking animated series.
Oh, fuck yeah,
used to
dude.
scare the shit out of me. Like,
He used to scare the shit out of
oh
you.
hell yeah,
Cool,
dude. Really creepy, dude.
Get this.
X-Men, I used to watch that shit too.
Fuck yeah, X-Men, dude. Oh, man. I had this huge, deep conversation with one of my associates at work of how the X-Men, just a big, giant fucking conversation about X-Men and only the X-Men and how they should, from now on, only make X-Men rated R movies.
Yeah, because like X-Men is like a comic book that like can easily be set. There's fucking hardcore violence. Whereas like Spider-Man, you could keep it PG-13 because he never really fucking like stabbed anybody or obliterated anybody.
Yeah.
Like, X-Men has some pretty crazy shit. Like Wolverine was fucking people up, and
Yeah.
I don't know if
And
there's
Cyclops blew people out. Like,
well, I mean, I don't know if there was
laser
ever
blast.
there was never blood in the comics, but like it's different when you're seeing it drawn to when you're seeing it on screen. You want to like as a viewer, like
you want to see the reality of it.
Well,
like,
I'm saying like you're
Yeah.
very easy to see. It's like, oh yeah, that like I just witnessed a fucking guy like stab somebody to the chest, and there's not a single drop of blood in the blade. Like it's like that disconnect. It's like
Yeah,
it's like you may
yeah.
not have noticed, but your brain did. Like like you just something doesn't add up. So it's like that's fucking gay. Like that's fake, dude. But it happens. That's all the time, and a lot of movies are like that, dude.
It's true.
It's, like,
yeah,
watered down.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, actually, I mean, that is true. Like there are certain times where like you see like giant explosions, and you're like, how is somebody not walking out with like their arm like missing or some shit? Like,
or like when you
Yeah.
watch like a World War II movie, they're like they fucking Saving Private Ryan. They've been in that fucking like the flank where the fucking the bunkers are at. They've been there for like 2 hours, and like when they fucking talk, their teeth are like pearly white clean. Like it's so fucking weird. That's why I like the old Western movies. Like the motherfucker. Well, actually, no, some of them are bad. And Good, Bad, and the Ugly, they'll have clean fucking teeth, and it really bugs the shit out of me. I was like, those motherfuckers didn't brush their teeth back then. They didn't know what fucking tooth. They didn't care. Like they fucking had dentures, dude. Like they had some,
you like the real detail.
Yeah.
Django's a good movie. They all got filthy fucking teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Well, that's. I mean, it's attention to details that sometimes people
Except-
overlook.
Except fucking obviously like Leonardo DiCaprio and his rich ass friends. They all got clean teeth.
Well, yeah,
that-
that-
because they're
fucking rich.
fucking
Makes
rich.
sense.
Yeah,
But I doubt they even give a fuck back then, dude.
I'm pretty sure.
You
yeah,
know,
they didn't.
I think before like the like early 1900s, like body odors was just like wasn't talked about. It wasn't. Like, it was
It
like,
wasn't
People just
just-
accepted
yeah.
people stunk and just didn't
like-
talk about it.
Yeah, like deodorant wasn't a thing until like the 30s. They started like around World War II, and after they started advertising like, oh, you should.
Didn't they have like talcum powder and stuff like that
Oh,
to keep you
yeah.
from being sweaty
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
but like they didn't. There was no like precedent of like, yeah, you should smell. Like
And
a
people
fucking
wore
dozen
oils
roses.
and perfumes though to smell
No,
good
yeah,
though.
it
So
was
there
more
was a
of
certain
a-
effort, but it obviously wasn't what we have today.
It was more of a necessity to be dry. Like, it was uncomfortable to have wet pits and everything. So, yeah, you would put powder and shit.
Yeah, people would powder themselves, and ladies, I'm sure, would take
But then,
oils
no,
and
yeah,
put
again,
perfumes on
like you said,
to smell nice.
attention to detail of,
Yeah, but I was saying in
you
general.
know, you gotta have an aroma.
Well, I'm saying back then too, like people didn't fucking shower that often.
Yeah,
dude. They
yeah.
bathed like.
Only the rich people bathed, and even then, they probably only bathed like once a month.
I'm saying that fucking man. My mind goes straight to sex, like dirty ass once a month bathing sex, dude.
Oh, gross!
Oh, my
It's like,
God.
you got to grab all that stank like right before you jump in the bath. It's like one last fucking just time, and then I'll take a bath after.
It's like they're trying to finish their work. What are you in such a hurry for, Marty? The wife's taking a shower today. I gotta get home and fuck her before it gets all stanky again.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I
fuck.
wouldn't doubt it, dude.
Yeah, I've actually been really thinking about that a lot. Like, watching movies based on like the old days. Like, I try to really imagine what it was actually like back in the day. Like,
Well, how far back? Like 50s and onward?
like 30s, and
Well, everyone smelled like cigarettes. Everyone. Because everyone fucking smoked.
it just probably it was probably all gloomy all the time because of the fucking
Yeah. The Dust Bowl.
yeah.
I don't know if vacuum cleaners were invented at that point. They might have been, but there's fucking dirt everywhere in your house.
Yeah, well, the steam and the coal mining
Yeah.
places.
A lot of houses probably still had dirt floors. I wouldn't doubt that, especially like the rural South.
Mm-hmm.
They probably didn't invent carpet yet. Or they probably had carpet, but like not
I don't think
to the
so.
massive
I
extent.
think they probably had like a couple of rugs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but not like carpet. Probably there was
Yeah.
probably some forms of hardwood floors. I'm sure. Yeah, I've seen like people have like cabin style sort of stuff. So
It's true.
they have they put floorboard in there, but it's just board. There's nothing really underneath it. That's how they hid people underneath the house. They just take out the floorboard and put them underneath.
Not really nailed, but most of them would be.
And I also think too about like how like the feeling of uncertainty all the time. Like, do you know how long it took to get like to talk to your nana that was, you know, upstate a couple miles, you know, a few hundred miles
yeah.
away? Like,
Well, I mean, back then we had extremely good postal service. Like that's when the U.S. Postal Service stood for something. Like,
that's when they were lightning fast.
yeah. I mean, as fast as they could have been. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's all that fucking that whole. You overthink it too much because to them it's normal. Like you've been camping, like you know when you don't shower for 3 days and you go camping, like you feel normal as fuck, and you don't notice until you come back because it's the squeaky clean house that like.
Oh, yeah.
I reek, dude. Like
Yeah.
when you're fucking dirty and everything is dirty, like it's just natural to you.
Kind of like when you go to Vegas and you don't realize you smell like cigarettes until you get home, and then everything
you mean
smells.
you don't realize you smell like Vegas until you get back?
Essentially, Vegas has a certain smell when you're there. You don't think about it, but then once you get home and you're like, you open up your bag to unpack, and you're like, holy shit, all my clothes and everything smells like Vegas.
You know, I've yet to go to Vegas.
What?
Ever to Vegas?
Yeah, I passed through once.
What?
I passed through it once. I was like a little kid.
I feel like that might be for the best because I don't know how you do in Vegas.
I think you'd have a fucking blast in Vegas.
I think he'd have too much fun. Like if we
Yeah.
took him, we'd probably be like, "Where's Jeff?" Well,
I come back with an empty bank account.
empty bank
Yeah,
account,
definitely,
like no
yeah.
shoes,
That's for
probably a
fucking
black
sure.
eye or something.
Oh, I'd make a shoe. I don't go no shoes, man. I'd find
Felt
a
like
way.
out of a McDonald's bag or a White Castle bag or something.
But Jeff does love black guys.
I heard that.
Just kidding. 'Cause
Black
she said,
guy.
'cause she said
You
black
go
guy.
back with the black guy.
Black eye.
Black guy.
Oh, like a black eye.
Yeah.
But I said black
you come home with the
guy,
black
yeah.
guy.
I see.
Sure, one of both.
Never heard that one before.
Boom. tss. Wait. Where's this one? I'm fucking hilarious.
Sure thing, babe.
But that was a good shoe joke. Huh. Plugging old events. Ha 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 ha. You need
For
another
those-
one?
For those of us who don't know, Jeff lost his shoe at Knotfest. and
I didn't lose it. It was stolen from me.
one of his shoes was stolen from him because somebody found value in having one shoe.
Well, why would they rip it off my feet?
Someone ripped it off your foot? I doubt that.
Were you crowd
Yes,
surfing?
I was.
Oh yeah,
And
that
I saw the
happens.
motherfucker throw it. And I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
dude.
what a fucker. What an asshole.
And I tracked it down. And by the time I started walking up there, I saw another motherfucker pick it up and throw it.
Oh, they're just fucking with you. That's
And then
mean.
it's all bets off,
Oh
dude.
my god. Who was that during too?
I don't remember. Might have been at the gates. Yeah. It was right after I fucked up my back.
Yeah, and all I remember is you coming back with 2 different shoes.
And he made a shoe.
And my back was like totally wrecked that day.
Didn't you like have to rip it open and then
Because
use
it
like
was,
duct
like-
tape because it was too small?
It was a size too small, so I like
Yeah.
used the knife to like cut it open over the course of an hour and like shave off the sides.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like open-toed shoe, and I just duct taped the end of it with like the non-sticky part on the inside, and then I taped around it so it was like an extended shoe. And it
So
worked.
he made a knot shoe.
And not shoe.
It worked.
Is what
Do you still have the knot shoe?
I might have probably threw it away.
I still have that Paps
That what?
headband.
Oh yeah,
The
that's
guar
cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Guar one.
That shit was wrecked. It wasn't even.
Dude,
It was like
it
a
was
totally
hard.
different
It
color.
was brand new.
By the time you got it back, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was a
That's not fest, man.
completely different.
No, it's
color.
cool though. He didn't even wash it, just left all the guar on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's still sitting there. That is actually pretty fucking dirty, though.
I got a burp. It's not
Go
gonna
for
come
it.
out. It's not gonna come out. It's like
Do you want me to rub your belly?
I want you to rub my dick.
Oh, okay.
Nice and slow.
Speaking of guar, aren't they going to be a Warped Tour?
I want to burp from my cock,
Yes,
dude.
they are going to be at Warped Tour as well.
Oh, yeah, it's
That's going to be
it's
fun.
I
Are
bet
you going to go to Warped Tour this year?
Of course, dude. But
Yeah.
Ah,
I think
dude.
I think their crowds are gonna be kind of whack.
Yeah.
I don't think very many people are gonna go for Guar.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say that might be even better, but then at the same time, like you'd want a crowd.
Warped Tour used to be like this straight like punk rock, like skate punk, fucking NoFX, Pennywise, Bad Religion.
Speaking of which, I'm planning on going to see them. I guess it's a Punk and Drublick is what
Yeah, I
the
saw
show.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy tickets there on sale Friday. Definitely want to go to that
yeah,
if you're down.
I'm probably not gonna go to that.
But yeah, that's mainly
That?
what Warped Tour was back in the day. Was
Yeah, it used to be this straight like skate punk, fucking '90s, punk rock thing. Then it kind of like when second wave ska came or third wave ska, it kind of got a little ska-y. But you'd always have those bands headline, even through like when it turned into like fucking scene emo fest 2005 and
Yeah.
onward. You'd always have Bad Religion fucking headline. You'd always have
Yeah.
NoFX playing. Somewhere around 2009, they just stopped. And they got the older scene bands to start headlining. The ones that would open in 2005
Yeah.
began headlining in 2011. And it's been pretty consistent. They used to have a separate punk stage. I remember one year the Casualties played. That was fucking nuts.
what?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, a bunch of punk bands played. They used to have
Yeah.
like a straight punk stage. They got rid of that.
Fuck, when was that?
2009, 10. But for some fucking reason this year, they just decided to like bring a bunch of metal and hardcore bands.
Yeah.
Which I think is fucking dope.
I think they're trying to bring
Yeah.
cool people back to
Well, I mean,
Warped Tour.
hardcore's kind of in right now. Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so they're trying to capitalize on the money aspect. That's all they care about.
Well,
I mean,
fuck. I mean,
True, but
pissed that when me and Artie got those drinking tickets.
Yeah.
We walked in and Terror was playing, dude, and their fucking crowd was, oh man, it was fucking
They always play that.
jumping.
They play all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking nuts, dude. Vogel's a fucking crazy guy, dude.
Mhm.
I used to hear stories like back in the day, he'd just say like some crazy stupid shit, like, and he would just like cause fights. He would just tell people to just
Be fucking reckless and shit.
yeah. And then like he tried to calm down too, just say some stupid ass shit when he didn't know what to say. Vogelism is like a thing you can Google it. Vogelisms.
Vulgalisms.
It's just like quotes of his. Like,
Really?
Stupid ass quotes. Yeah, I can look that shit up later.
I know, right? Hold on. I'm actually gonna do this right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not playing this Warped Tour.
No.
trying to think of who else is on the lineup.
Hatebreed's playing, dude.
Hatebreed is
Hatebreed
playing.
is.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed Hatebreed. I don't really listen to hardcore music that much, but ever since Icebag kind of started up, and I went to their shows, I'm like, I kind of dig this. And then when I went to last Knotfest and I saw Hatebreed, I was like, okay, I can.
Did Hatebreed even play? I saw like 2 bands last Knotfest. I was just fucking. I don't even remember.
Yeah, last night was pretty fucking intense.
Yeah,
Well, it was fun.
I went mainly for Bodum, and then they fucking
They
canceled.
dropped. Yeah.
It's like these motherfuckers. Like I understand like they went and played some other festival that probably paid them a lot more money. And I called it last year. I was like, yeah, they probably got a deal. Like, there's no way, like, Knotfest is going to be like, yeah, you motherfuckers are playing next year for sure. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I figured it was going to happen.
Yeah.
But that really pissed me off, man. I don't remember who I saw. I saw, like, Suicidal. And
Again,
not as good as the first.
When you got up
well,
on
when
stage.
you got up on stage.
Yeah, that was a tight show. Who else played that Knotfest? Judas Priest.
That was amazing. I cried when I watched Judas Priest. I wasn't expecting to be so, like... I think I was so, like, honored to see such a talent.
Yeah.
Like, I was moved to tears. And just seeing, like, especially, like, the last song, and just, like, that one last wail, and he was on all fours. I'm like, holy fucking shit. I get chills, like, even thinking about it. I was so, like... I was moved. I felt so honored to witness that, especially because... I mean, they're getting older, and you don't know how much longer they're going to be doing their shit. So the fact that I got to see that, I was like, shit.
No, it was gnarly, dude. That motherfucker changed his clothes like 12 times. Like, I swear to God, every fucking 3 songs, he'd, like, come back out in, like, a different leather outfit.
Well, I mean,
nuts,
that's
dude.
also, I mean, if he's going to go back, probably inhale some oxygen.
He's not that old. He's probably, like, 60.
I would think he'd probably, he's getting up there.
I just thought it was funny. He'd walk out and, like, come back and, like, everyone would fucking cheer. He has, like, a different outfit on. One for every era.
I mean, he can. That was cool. And then another time I cried at Knotfest was watching Black Sabbath. That was so fucking cool.
I didn't watch them. I was probably fucking passed out.
You didn't see Black Sabbath?
Oh, you missed
Damn.
out. That was incredible. We actually bought seats for the last Knotfest. So we had really awesome seats. And, yeah, Ozfest definitely was better than Knotfest. We've said that so many times, but Ozfest was just incredible.
Well, the fucking sound. Do you remember the sound at Knotfest last year?
Yeah, it was fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Megadeth played. Well, they played fucking. Okay, I guess whatever, dude. They fucking sucked ass because they played all their songs like a full step down, so Dave Mustaine could sing with them. They played them extra fucking slow, and it literally sounded like you had like a pair of like Bluetooth speakers, like in front of you. It was insane. Like I couldn't feel them. Yeah, dude. Like the pipe. I was like, dude, like, where's the fucking rumble? I want to hear that fucking chest. Like.
Yeah.
For some reason, Slipknot sounded good. For some fucking reason, obviously it's their festival, but like, I don't understand why the other band sounded like shit. Like,
Well, Sabbath sounded perfect because they have their own sound team making sure that they sound fucking perfect. Because you know how many people were there to see them? Like, it was insane. I mean, you didn't get to see
the
it.
sound was good the entire show, though. Like, the entire show, for the entire Ozfest, everything was good.
oh, just not.
Like, yeah, just Knotfest was
Yeah.
like, you know.
Dude, and then just to top it all off as to why it was kind of shitty was Knotfest. The end of Slipknot, like they ended on Iowa. That was such a they didn't do an encore or anything. It was just kind of that was it, done. I was waiting for more. I was waiting for something.
They didn't use any pyrotechnics either.
They didn't. I that's another thing. We bought seats because we were like, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to watch this. We're going to be up close. We're going to see their whole fucking show, pyrotechnics and everything. And there was nothing.
They're not even playing this year, dude.
I know. It's like,
This is the next year.
and Corey Taylor will be there with Stone Sour, but he's not even. They're not even headlining.
No, next year he's not even going to be there next year. Every year it's just worse and worse. Next year he sends him like a fill-in.
Just a fill-in, man.
Wearing the mask.
Next year it'll be a hologram.
But it's clearly like some like fat black dude like on the fucking wearing the Corey Taylor mask. Y'all motherfuckers
shit.
ready for a Slipknot?
It'll be a hologram. Won't even. They're not even
this
gonna
next
try.
song's called "Waiting to Bleed," dog. Like, waiting to
Wait
bleed,
to bleed,
huh?
motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, to be fair, like a lot of people were like, what was that fucking lame ass intro? I was like, they said they were gonna play the album Iowa. That's the last track on Iowa is like fucking 14 minutes long. Just they're just doing whatever. Yeah, yelling some
And you
crazy
hear
shit.
Corey Taylor just crying and breathing and crying.
I was just like, they should have came back out and played the fucking hits because
Yeah.
everyone loved. I was my favorite album from them. That's the one that I owned and I really listened to when I was growing up. But all the fucking hits are on the first album.
Yeah.
All of them. Fucking Sick, Surface Scene, Wait and Bleed.
they would have ended on any other hit. Like if they would have finished Iowa and then played any of their hits to like close out the show, I would have been fine. But the fact that like we were waiting, I felt like, especially as Iowa is just like a drum beat, and you're like, okay, I'm waiting. Okay, come on, they're gonna do something. And then, all right, thanks, good night. I was like, the fuck, really? I was felt like a slap in the face. I was like, okay, all right.
It was a weird way to end it because it was kind of like sad.
Yeah.
Melancholy. I like leaving my shows like stoked, and I was just like,
Right. I wasn't stoked at all at the end of it.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those.
This would be a great time if I smoked weed.
Oh, wow.
And even then, I heard it wasn't that good of a time.
It's all right. It's not.
Can't
It'll be
remember.
fun.
Hopefully, I mean, I've never seen Marilyn Manson. I mean, I don't know anything from Marilyn Manson, but
Neither do I.
The beautiful people. You know that song.
do I? No, I don't.
You fucking know that song.
I don't know that song.
The beautiful people.
Oh yeah, I do know that song.
Everyone fucking knows that song.
I know that fucking song. That stupid fucking song.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm definitely not going to buy seats this year. Just going to do the lawn style. I'm not going to.
Yeah. Lawn style. Iron Maiden was dope, too. We saw Iron Maiden.
Oh, yeah, I
You
saw
him
him
a
there.
couple times, didn't you?
This is only my second time.
It's my first time seeing him. It was
couple,
so
right?
fun. Overall, it was just a really fun show, like going with his family. And he took his nephew in the pit when Ghost was playing.
Well, he knows who Kai is.
Yeah, well, for those of us who don't know Kai, don't do it.
I got so many names. So I'll just call him the Time Child. That was a clean name we gave him for a while. Time Child.
The Time Child.
Oh, gosh.
That's a clean name.
Whatever. He had fun. He had a lot of fun, actually. I was worried, but like he had a lot of fun. I mean, just tailgating. Right? He was just having fun sitting there playing with dirt, and we gave him a water bottle to like
No, that
splash on
dude
people.
enjoys music. He used to we used to be playing. He would just start dancing to like everything we'd play.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
would hear like Michael singing. He'd just go like ah, start like yelling with him.
It's kind of how Zafira is too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just likes making noise. She likes the sound of her voice. And the other day, I was holding her, and she was going ah, so I started going ah. And then we were just back and forth going, ah!
I'm louder than you.
That's essentially what we were doing, like back and forth, just staring at each other, making noises. But she was into it. She had fun.
Oh, man.
That reminds me of some fucking fly.
You're right there?
Yeah.
Mothra? It's fucking Mothra.
There was a fucking something about that. I remember like a TV show or a movie where people were like ah, like both yelling at each other. What is that from?
Family Guy.
What episode?
When Adam West yells.
Oh yeah.
So it's a yelling contest you want, Quahog? It's a yelling contest you'll get.
Yeah.
Now
Now I remember.
Now you remember.
Rest in peace, Adam West.
I
dude.
know. Rest
I
in
know.
peace. I know. I need
Yeah.
Dang, you know what sound effect I need now is the church bell. Bring. Anytime we mention someone dead.
You should get the fucking that Batman like when it fucking zooms in and zooms out.
Oh man, that'll be the sound effect whenever we're gonna change topics randomly.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, that's such a good one. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh dude, and I looked up the Vogalisms. Vogalism? Is that what you called
Yeah.
it? I don't want to turn on the radio and hear some band singing about how some girl hurt them.
Yeah.
I want to hear about how much this world fucking sucks.
Like he'll just say on stage like, in the middle of like, all right, I want to hear about how much this world fucking sucks, like, because he doesn't want to incite violence. He just says random shit.
It doesn't matter if you have a dick or pussy. We all belong here.
What the fuck, dude? Stupid, dude.
What was that?
The singer for Terror.
Because back in the day, he used to say some like really like, gnarly
random
shit. Like some break faces kind of shit, like fucking fight, like people
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
fight. So
Yeah.
they're
So he would be
notorious.
Like, I
inciting
want to see
violence.
you punch that motherfucker in his face. I want to see you kick
Yeah.
that motherfucker in his face.
So as
Yeah.
he got older, he started like wanting to like back off a little bit. So like
He would just say random shit.
say like random ass shit, like just whatever came to his mind. Somebody coined it Vogalism. It's like It's like his and they made a page all his
yeah.
quotes.
Oh, just random shit that he said.
Sound guy, can I get more stage dives in these monitors, please?
Weirdo.
That's awesome.
I want to see you cast a level 7 difficulty stage dive pronto.
What the fuck, dude?
Holy shit, dude! These things are fucking amazing.
That's gold. That's awesome. I mean, I guess if he's backing off from like inciting violence and stuff, at least we get some laughs out of it.
I think he said something like, it doesn't really matter what he says as long as it sounds cool live.
Yeah.
Yeah. People will still be hyped on
Yeah,
it.
he just wants to get people moving, like jumping around and shit.
That's cool, though. I dig that. No?
It's more stage dive. Step up to get your rep up.
Crazy,
That's a
dude.
T-shirt right there. Step up to get your rep up.
Somebody's probably made it.
Fuck yeah.
For sure, dude. Somebody's
Yeah.
made a fucking
Look for it.
shirt.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Should make some Icebag shirts. It's full of CJ quotes. I hope you fucking die. Like all kinds of crazy CJ shit.
CJisms.
Break his fucking face.
Jeez.
Fuck safe spaces.
Fuck yeah.
That's the number one quote. He says every show. Fuck safe spaces.
Mhm. Well,
Like,
again, you can catch Icebag Injury this Saturday
You sure
at
can.
Gideon's Hall.
I'll be there.
Where exactly? That's in LA, right?
No, it's in
It's at Gideon's Hall. That's all I know.
Pomona. I forget. Oh, you-
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
yeah, it might be.
I know. I just
Local,
know
though.
Gideon-
It's not
I
too
know
far
it's
from
Gideon's
us.
Hall. I can't remember exactly
Let's look this
where
up.
it's at, but
Let's check
Yeah.
this out. Let's check this out.
Definitely
real
got to
I'm gonna
catch
check it
them
out.
soon. I feel like every time they've had a show come up, it's always been conflicting with something else that we're.
well, yeah, we're fucking busy people right now.
That it, well,
Yeah.
we already have tickets to something, or we already have a wedding to go to,
Oh,
or we have like
Upland.
obligations.
Upland.
Upland?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in Upland. Gideon's Hall in Upland. Look
Next
it
to
up.
Pomona.
Okay. But they will be playing Saturday night. It is a 2-day festival that they will be playing, so definitely
Locals only,
look
bitch.
around. Yep. Look around and support your locals.
Cool.
Jeff, you got anything going on? Anything you looking forward to? Want to make a shout out to anybody?
Anything you're trying to plug
yeah.
except your butt?
Got any butt plugs you want to throw in?
Not really, dude. Nothing that comes to mind.
Well, then thank you very much for coming in, dude. And
Yeah, no
this
problem.
has been
Appreciate
another
it.
fun episode of Ratt Talk. This is what we do. We just shoot the shit. So anytime you feel like you want to come on, talk shit about anything,
Mm-hmm.
let us know. We'll make room on the table for us because
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of plugging shit, there this Friday, got the
there's another Scum event. Is going to be this Friday. Definitely go.
at Chico's in Montebello.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. We'll be there. It's gonna be awesome.
And then check out the band that we played earlier, In the Wake of the End. They were you can look them up on Facebook, and again, they're going to be Pinup Productions compilation CD. I was like, fuck, what is it?
They were pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah,
I liked them a lot.
Yeah.
I was like
Yeah.
pretty impressed.
yeah.
Sound quality is
Mhm.
great.
It's funny as I was talking about like how, like
I actually just discovered them randomly on Instagram.
Oh,
really.
yeah?
Like I saw their name and I just clicked on it just to see what it was, and it was like a flyer for just to promote themselves, and I checked them out, followed them, and then they ended up being on my cousin's show or in that same show as my cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh shit, it's those guys.
No, I was gonna say I think it's funny how like I told you like to describe them,
Mhm.
and like I'm kind of understanding why you couldn't.
I told you, like I was
They're
like,
little-
I mean, I don't really know.
They're pretty tight though, dude.
But yeah, they were pretty tight. But we are gonna take it out on another song, a more popular song, one that you might have heard from this band called Children of Bodom
Might have seen this in Baker 3.
in Baker 3. Yeah,
Might have caught that
And,
in 2005 or
and
6.
also 2005.
Right, 2005. Yeah, you might have caught that back then. It's
Mm-hmm.
a classic.
Mm-hmm. It's also featuring fucking CKY and all
Yeah,
those old
yeah.
videos. Yeah, it's
There's a bunch, man.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Song of the
CKY is gonna
childhood.
be at a Warped Tour.
That too. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, catch
I'm
Bodom
excited.
Live Warp Tour.
Catch Bodom Live Not Fest. Fuck yeah, they're finally gonna be there. Hopefully, they better be, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Gonna be a lot of
Fucking
pissed off
cancel out.
people.
I was one of them. Still hold a grudge.
You were robbed. All right, but this is Children of Bodom's Downfall. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Ratt Talk. We'll catch you guys next week.
Thanks, dudes. Peace.